Efficia Defib, and I'm just going to step through the parts to it and the steps involved. So there's obviously 3 leads, and then there is the defibrillation pads, and that's connected at the moment to a test load. So the 3 leads, the red, white and black, I'm going to obviously just connect to the patient. And then there is the defib, which obviously connects directly onto your pads. And then to the machine, we have quite straightforward, 1, 2, 3. So 1 at the moment you can see it's on off. Then to go around to monitor, you just turn it 1 notch around and then dial up the joules accordingly. So for example, I would just go around to 200 joules. Then I've got my sync button just below that, and then obviously 2 is charge, and then 3 is shock. The alternate to that is the disarm button will come up there and it will say cancel shock, and then I just press the button below that signal and that will disarm the charge. And then as I said, the shock button alternatively around there. You've also got your pacing feature around there, which is just the 1 notch over from the 200 joules. And then I've got my start pacing button there. And then I've got my pacing setting buttons there. And so I just press the pacing settings, and I can change my pacing rate by just pressing here and then going up on my rate and then pressing the enter button again. And then from the pacing rate, you would go down to pacing output and dial down until that's highlighted, and then use the dial to increase the milliamps of your pacing output. And then when you're, you would press that to get the number up on the screen, and then obviously you would watch for capture, check the patient's carotid pulse accordingly, and then their blood pressure. You've got the paper to the side there. And you've got the adult pediatric button there, which is probably irrelevant in this environment. And then you've got the leads and the pads button there to change it if you needed to, but it shouldn't be required.